Oh boy, is it ramble time today? As I promised a little while ago, at least do one in December, and I guess this will be the one. As usual, don't have any topics to actually discuss, but we can discuss a few things, I guess, off the top of my mind. The first one is, I guess, Group Ironman, most likely, or is Group Hardcore Ironman. I think the last ramble I made was right before the game mode came out, and I was actually confused if we're going for maxing total or not. Like, I thought it was kind of a joke that our group's going for max because we had Alfie, which turns out to be very funny because he is, I believe he's actually rank 1 EHP for all of Group Ironman accounts. And in terms of boosting, he really hasn't been boosted much. I mean, I've loaned him items, but he gave them all back for the most part. So he wasn't really boosted, to be fair, so whoever's ranked 2, if he is boosted, then he really sucks, because he's I mean, at the end of the day, it's just playing Runescape all day, isn't it? But yeah, we are still first place, I believe, as well. Let me just double check. Is this display capture? It is. Cool, cool. Holy, that's like a big-ass looking screen, though, eh? Damn. Yeah, we're still rank 1. I think one member in that team quit or something like that, or just play a lot less, so I guess the lead now is no longer, like, going back and forth, kind of. On top of that, our group has like high rune crafting as well, so I mean, we're actually technically higher than we look, if that makes any sense, because I've got 92 rune crafts, Zulu's got 95, Alfie's even got 86, Devious is like 31 rune crafting, but we don't talk about that guy, bro. Actually, he got 77 recently. Yeah, Alfie at 2k total not too long ago as well. Alright, I feel that. I'm doing alright. I'm on a nice humble XP. Now, don't compare the XPs, okay, because Alfie is doing Slayer. I have... and Devious is like 99 fire making, thieving, few of those things. He's definitely way ahead though. Alfie's definitely way ahead. Currently I'm just technically I've been training the slower skills the past like month or so. Rune crafting, agility now. I guess thieving was not slow though, but we'll figure it out. A little bit of mining as well, obviously. We are like 80-ish mining. Not all from rune crafting, but a good amount. But yeah, the group is doing well. We do have the -2 lives, which is... yeah, it's a bit of a yikes, isn't it? I don't think any of us expected to have 2 lives left at this point in the account, especially before PVMing. I was very careless on mine. I still can't believe it happened. It was very strange. Yeah, I was eating food, technically a donut, and I think I logged in with low prayer points, and I just kind of forgot my account was like 48 or 49 prayer. And I just ran out and I didn't notice it. It felt kind of like meh, whatever, whenever I died. It didn't feel the same way in terms of like dying on an actual hardcore, because then you're actually dead. But it felt bad like for the team, if that makes sense. Like I was like, damn, bro, I just took a life away from the team. I also obviously locked myself out of some PVM stuff, like I'm not doing Dragon Slayer 2. Just because Dragon Slayer 2 is more like a personal gain type of thing, unless you're doing it to unlock Wrath runes, obviously. But we've already got one person for that. Technically 2, because Alfie, I think, did Dragon Slayer 2 as well recently. And I just don't have a reason to do it, because I know there's blue dragons down there, but with the spell being unlocked, you can just use a spell on Dragon Bones, but you do need 92 magic, so that'll be quite a big grind, but we'll get it eventually, no big deal. On top of that, yeah, being 2 out of 4, I mean, the raid we did, honestly, was kind of Monka. It didn't go so well. I remember like Zulu was doing like a few times he kind of thought he was doing like a solo raid. Solo raid and like team raid is a little bit different in terms of skipping. So a few times that activated. I messed up flame skip when I was doing mage hand. I haven't done mage hand in a very long time though, to be honest. But in my defense, if I was Alfie, I would have done skips on that hand, but he never did. I'm not too sure why. You can sometimes tell when you're about to get a melee special. So if you're on the melee hand, you would skip and then let the mage team reset, or the mage side reset. But he just kind of sat there and I was like, I mean, bro, you should have been able to notice it was going to be a skip for you, but he just sat there. So it didn't go too well. I mean, obviously, when you haven't... I guess it makes sense it didn't go well, though, because we've never raided together. I've never actually done a raid with Alfie, even though he's done a ton of raids. Or Zulu. Now, Zulu is a main account raider, so it's a little bit different, I guess. Motherfucker got like purple sweets on him and shit, but same type of idea. But it's just like, is it called the synergy? Is that a word? Is it synergy? Something like that. It just obviously didn't click in instantly. We're definitely going to have to practice. Well, we have to practice, honestly. Cox is, I mean, once they have the teleport coming out of the game, they're adding like a teleport for Cox. That will be good enough where if we get in trouble, we'll just teleport out. So it's not like... you shouldn't get comboed or anything too bad. I am a little bit scared of the flame wall, though. if you get caught in there and you don't get out, and lightning hits you and the boss hits you, because lightning can happen with a flame, obviously, right? So if you get stuck in there, oh boy, dude, it can get pretty dangerous. Yeah, I never really thought about how like dangerous possible situations or scenarios are in the raid, but that is probably the most dangerous one. Maybe having 2 shamans on you if you get hit by both green balls, but personally, I think we'll probably be skipping most shaman rooms. I think Tecton and Mutadile is kind of ideal for now, because we don't even have the level to make good overloads, so you want those from the raid probably. Plus, it makes the raid faster, obviously, but yeah, it was an interesting experience. Devious didn't join, I don't think, because he's not going to do the diary. And honestly, if he did join, it might have gone even worse, because yeah, the raid just didn't go that well. Though we are well under geared as well. I mean, like, I guess we have whips and tridents, so that is like pretty much all you need. But when you're trying to stay alive, and there's no occult necklaces, obviously, none of that. And yeah, we have low stats too, don't forget. We're all like, well, I'm not that low anymore, but you know, these aren't like high, you know what I mean? Zulus are even lower, I believe, like maybe like 80 strength and attack, so it was a little bit interesting. But you know, it went all right. At least no one died, which is a good thing. I think the next time we raid will be like a few months from now, probably. And I think a few months from now, it's possible that Alfie might even be max. I don't really know yet, but he's, I don't know how many hours he is off. It's been, what, 2.5-ish months? No, it's been just a little bit over 2 months. Yeah, like 68, 60, 70 days? I don't know. Came out on the 6th. So, yeah, it's been, wow, it's only been like 2 and a bit of months. Wow, I've never even had this high of a total level on like a 2-month account. Even though it's group, I didn't really do much of like a group help type of thing yet, I guess. But it's just because of how much I'm playing, I think. I mean, I could probably get very close to these stats on a new hardcore Ironman in 2 months, but I've just been no-lifing a lot more than usual. I can show you, I guess, how much we've been no-lifing. I'm at 45 days and 11 hours. I think Alfie is at like 52 days, 51 maybe, something like that. Devious and Zulu are around the same as each other, and I think they are around, I want to say 38, 39 probably, somewhere around there, maybe 37 even. I guess they are playing a tiny bit less, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. At this point, if we want to be the first hardcore group, we'll probably be first for sure. Or a group in general, probably not. I think there's like a pretty good duo team going right now, and let me go check actually. Let me see how like crazy their stats are compared to other people, but okay. Well, the XP difference is huge. Hold on, look at this. Hey, shout out to this team though. They're doing pretty damn good, bro. Holy crap. I think they technically have what Alfie has, like each of them though. So like 2 Alfies in one group pretty much. Yeah, they're 100 levels ahead of those guys, and their XP is just way above. So, I mean, pretty much, unless it's all easy XP, but I think their EHP is like completely ahead. So, those guys are doing good. I guess we can also talk about where the accounts currently are all at. As you guys know, there's been no Ironman progress since Group Ironman came out, because I technically quit the Ironman account at this point, I guess. I don't really have like a reason on it. I mean, I just don't want to play 4 accounts. I put all 3 accounts on the screen today just to see if it looks kind of cool, I guess, but they're obviously very like minimized, and you can kind of see. I am rune crafting again on the UIM. I took a like a month break or something from it. That account right now, if you're wondering, is 93 rune crafting, not far from 94. And I guess this will be a spoiler. It's going to be a pretty big one, to be honest, but I just completed Dragon Slayer 2 on the UIM. Wasn't that bad at all. I actually had like a lot of food left, or like brews and sharks, I guess. I think I brought like 4 brews and had like, no, 5 brews. I had like 4 left or 3 left. And just used sharks and whatnot. So I definitely over prepped for it, but hey, that's cool. I got like 92 range or some shit from AFK and some NMZ. And the hardcore right now is just doing a little bit of fishing. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about each account a little bit pretty soon, probably. But so yeah, I mean, dude, I freaking rune crafted twice the past, like, ever since group came out. My UIM went from like 50 rune crafting to 93, and this account's now 92 from level 1, I guess. So I've been rune crafting like at least on one account almost at all times the past like 2 months, which is, I guess I gained over 13 mil rune crafting, right? 8 mil on that account. This account's 6.5. Yeah, I guess so. So we've done a good amount, to be honest. The hardcore hasn't rune crafted at all because it's just been doing kind of whatever. Ooh, 1 more tier for the rock. Good. Currently I'm working on mining some, well, while rune crafting blood runes, I'm going to see if I can get some star mine stuff, the crash stars. Because you can use the stardust that these give you, and you can buy the gem bags, which I think I made I didn't make a video on it, but I talked about that in one of my group videos. And they can give you dragon stones, which are quite rare though, but on a UIM, kind of good, especially because they're noted. So I'm just trying to go for I think 10 dragon stones I need, is it? Let me try to Google this, because I wouldn't mind buying it. Let me see. What's it called? Old School RS POH, I guess. I just always put Old School RS when I fucking search for shit. It is called the Achievement Gallery. Is it 5 and 5? I'm pretty sure it is. Let me see. Yeah, it's 5 and 5. Okay, so combat bracelet and skill necklace charged to 4, 5 of them each. So 10 dragon stones in total I need. I feel like that's a lot of Stardust. I only have 800 right now. I can barely buy 3 gem bags, so I have maybe 1 dragon stone. The way of getting it obviously would be to do Song of the Elves quest and just do the little mini game there thing. What is it called again? Zalcano. And those drop, like that boss drops some uncut D stones, which is pretty big for the UIM, but I don't really mind doing this mining when it might take me like a few days or something, like just casually doing it. So plus it's really AFK, so I really can't complain. And it's like probably decent mining. I'm not sure how much I've gained. Let me try to see. Okay, well, I've gained about 35k mining so far for mining this Stardust so far. That's not too bad. But that's currently the goal on that account. The goal obviously on the account in general is to max it. I believe the UIM is now 4 months. Is it? Hold on, I made it the 13th. Oh my god, the time of this recording, it's actually exactly been 4 months. Wow, damn, bro. This is the 4-month anniversary for the UIM, I guess. I didn't even realize that, dude. I think it was Friday the 13th I made it, so a bad day, I guess. It was... I don't know if it was Friday or not, but it was the 13th of some day. So, I mean, 13 is obviously apparently bad for whatever reason. I don't even honestly know why. But yeah, 4 months, I guess, and we're at 1872 total. Group accounts, just barely above that. They've been kind of neck and neck, like back and forth the past little while, to be honest, both the accounts. This is probably one of the first times where I've actually tried to max 2 different accounts at the same time. I normally, like, just, yeah, it's weird. I don't think I've ever really done that. I guess maybe, in a sense, I have, but currently not really, it seems like, because, yeah, but I was working on maxing it, so obviously don't want to stop. And group... As I was saying, I didn't think our group was actually going to go for max. I just kind of agreed. I was like, yeah, we're not going to get max, bro, but whatever. Why do these bitches think maxing is just like something easy to do? I know it's coming from me, but bro, it's so much time. I'm really hoping that no one in our group dies, by the way, for the next like week, because this video won't be up probably till sometime next week. So I think I have a UIM episode I'm finally releasing. Oh right, I guess we can talk about that. So I didn't fully get into as to why I was demonetized on YouTube like for like a month and a half. So I think I mentioned it a little bit at the end of one of my videos just so people can kind of clue in, but I guess I'll give you the full story now instead of a TLDR. Like probably 6 months ago or something, I was not dropped from my MCN, is it called? It's like way back in the day you couldn't just partner on YouTube. Plus, they never partnered gaming companies. I guess I'll give you a small history of it. If you guys know the name Machinima, or Machinima, as most people call them, just for legal reasons to not get... I guess they're not even a thing anymore, though, are they? Basically, that was like the only like company out there that would sponsor / like partner gaming people on YouTube. Because you can only make money through like IRL vlogs or videos. Like the, hey, it's Fred guy, that guy. Pretty much you had to make videos like that way back in the day to make any money on YouTube. If you never even gross Gore, he actually started doing the same thing that around the same time zone, maybe a little bit after Fred, obviously, but if you remember a long time ago, he made a few IRL vlogs when he was playing Runescape. I think that's probably because he couldn't make any money off the Runescape ones because he was like partnered on YouTube or something. So there wasn't really like a gaming community, which is funny because it's like one of the biggest things now, and not just YouTube, but just in general, like in the world. The company I was with was Fullscreen, which I think even Bodhi was with Fullscreen. I think that's why I actually joined Fullscreen, because I was like, bro, who are you with? And he told me Fullscreen, so I think I joined them. So I guess the same thing probably happened to him not too long ago in terms of like them dropping him, because I don't think Fullscreen is like a company anymore. They like merged. They might have merged with Machinima, but I don't even know what the fuck they actually do anymore. So yeah, they just kind of like exist probably. I don't really know. Technically, they were just taking like 10% of my YouTube paychecks for no reason because they didn't do anything for me. I think way back in the day, they were kind of, I think his Fullscreen was kind of like one of the first like sponsor type of things, if that makes sense. So basically how people do sponsors now with like, you know, Manscaped and whatnot, things like that. I hope there's no ad placement in this video. If I just mentioned Manscaped and there's some other ad, I'd be fucked. Maybe I should take that out. Yeah, so like those people technically pay you based off how many views you normally get on YouTube. And I think what Fullscreen way back in the day did was they would give you a certain amount of, there was like a pool of money, and whoever accepted that sponsorship, I never did it though. I never knew what the fuck I was doing. I think Bodhi might have done it once, but I don't really know. It was a long time ago. There's like a pool of money. I think it was like $20 for every 1,000 views. Now this is including like no ads in general. So like if you have ad blocker, it wouldn't matter. So if you got, you know, 10K views, it's $200, which is pretty damn good, especially for back then when like monetization didn't make that much money. So I don't think you could put that many ads in videos back then either, or like any more than just the one. So, and yeah, I guess the whole algorithm was different anyways. Yeah, they pretty much did something like that. And then now that's just a normal thing that you just see every day now. But once that pool of money ran out, I believe, you would no longer get paid for that video. So if the pool of money ran out when my video hit 10,000 views, and I normally get like 50K, let's just say, which was never a thing back then for me, I would lose out on the revenue of that 40K views. So technically it was like really, I don't want to say shameful, but if there's like a big YouTuber taking a sponsor, they would really just be taking a lot of money out of the pot of money, because it wasn't that much. It was like a very small amount. I think normally like the first day your video was already ran out of the profit that it would make because the pot of money was so small. And if a big YouTuber uploaded, they'd get like 1 million views back then, which is technically big back then. All the money would almost be gone. So, well, not just one YouTuber, like a bunch of big ones, you know? So that's kind of how it used to work, I think, before the ads that we have now. And I really to give a backstory. Holy, I just had to switch mining spots because the friggin' rock I was on went down. And this one's probably going down because there's so many people here. How do they make it so shooting rocks, which is supposed to be like community-driven type of thing, punishes it if you have more people with you? Like, what? Why do I get punished if there's more people mining it, bro? Like, what? This makes me hate people even more? What, you fucking idiots? As I was saying, so, yeah, the company pretty much is gone, and then they just kind of, like, they just literally left me. They didn't even, like, set me up to make sure I, like, get paid from YouTube. They didn't help me setting up AdSense or anything. They kind of just said, goodbye, this is your last paycheck, enjoy. And that was it. They didn't set me up at all. I had to, like, figure that stuff on my own. And I've never set up an AdSense account in my life because, like, for me, it was just strictly through the partner that I was with. So I never had to worry about that stuff or learn about it. I just thought AdSense, like, way back. I swear AdSense back in the day was something that was, like, very small. You made, like, pennies from it. I guess now it's just technically how all of YouTube works in general if you're not with, like, an MCN, which I don't think there is an MCN out there anymore, really, is there? Is it MCN? I think that is the term. Maybe just Google this, all right? Google is my best friend. MCN YouTube. Let me just see this. Yeah, it's called a multi-channel network. It is an MCN. Okay, a multi-channel network is an organization that works with video platforms to offer assistance to a channel owner in areas such as product programming, funding, cross-production, or promotion, sorry, and partner management. Y'all didn't do shit for me, by the way. I'm just saying, Fullscreen didn't do fucking shit for me. Basically what it is just like it's like a middleman for no reason. It's almost, yeah, it's almost like it's pretty much a middleman for no reason because there's no like trust trading even going on like middleman for swapping gold on Runescape, you know, but it was just like they would yeah, they didn't do anything for me like ever. They never helped me even with, I think a long time ago I had some kind of issue they didn't even help me with either. I forget what it was, honestly. I think I got like a copyright strike on my channel like a long time ago. It's removed now, I believe. And I contacted them. They didn't say a single thing or something like that. So, yeah, no idea. But anyways, yeah, they just abandoned, and then I had to, like, figure out the AdSense thing. It told me I had a few months to set it up. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to, like take my money from YouTube, but they would still be ads on my channel. So I wasn't really rushing to, like, get it all figured out because I'm honestly a lazy fuck, just as probably most YouTubers and streamers are these days. It's one of those things where like once you set it up, it's all chill. Kind of like Twitch when you set up your donation thing, your alerts and all that, then it's all good. But setting it all up is goddamn annoying. And then we could probably talk about that later on. I think the whole like OBS thing with Streamlabs, I believe it was. I don't know if you guys heard much about that, but it was pretty big. Yikes. I wish I knew how to switch from Streamlabs to something else, which like would take no work, but I think it requires work and I'm lazy. Yeah, YouTube basically just like held my money for a few months. It wasn't much anyways, because I wasn't really uploading for the past like 6 months on YouTube. So the little bit of money I made from it, I just let it kind of pile up in my AdSense account. I saw the number growing. I just assumed I could take it out whenever I figure out the tax things. And I just never filed it. And then I noticed that they actually demonetized my channel instead of just like holding the money. I didn't think there was going to be a demonetization problem ever. Otherwise, I would have probably done it. I just thought they would have kept holding it until I fixed it, and then they just pay me out, which would make like sense, kind of. Like, I mean, why are you punishing like me? I mean, there's no rush, is there really? So basically, what I had to sign was my tax paper stuff. I just had to file my SIN number, I believe it's called, social insurance number. Is that what it stands for? Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think Americans have like is it TIN for Americans and SIN for Canadians? I don't really know, something like that. It's like your tax number as well, which is like, I think, yeah, TIN/SIN or something like that, based off what country you live in, probably. I think every state has the same one, though. It's probably TIN. So I had to give that number, which is fine. And then the very last thing that I actually had to wait for, because, you know, YouTube is nice and fucking dinosaur era, I had to wait for a piece of paper to get to my house to confirm my address. That was the whole reason why it took like a month and a half. They mail you something, it comes to your mailbox, like IRL mailbox, not the fucking internet one, and you pretty much get a code on a piece of paper. That's literally all you get. It's just a little number, like a PIN number, and you type the PIN number in, and then all of a sudden, they now confirm your billing address, I think it's called. So I guess YouTube knows my full address now. That's great, thank you. I gave them my tax papers with my full name on it and everything. Technically, so I took a picture with my phone. I know it kind of sounds weird, but this is actually like, it's kind of weird because you wouldn't think it's like official like this. But when I bought my house, they asked me to take a picture of my like check for the down payment of the house. All I needed to do was send them a picture of it. That way they could instantly like confirm I bought the house, I guess, if that makes any sense. It's weird because you could actually just take pictures of things instead of like having to fax it or this or that. It's kind of cool. But yeah, so I sent them a picture of like my ID, my driver's license, my passport, pretty much everything. And on top of it was my tax papers, which showed my name and my address and everything. So it was like basically confirmed because there's an address on your tax papers, at least for mine there was. And that just didn't work, obviously. So I had to wait a long time to get this piece of paper in the mail that has a code on it so I can activate it, and then boom, pretty much monetize after that. So I definitely didn't think it was going to take that long. I guess maybe because it's like Christmas stuff and Black Friday stuff. Probably the worst time, in case you didn't know already, which you mostly probably do. The best time to make money on YouTube is technically December/November, maybe even October, but I kind of doubt it. Mostly just the last like 2 months of the year, because everyone's trying to advertise things, so there's a huge amount of advertisers, and I guess they even pay more because there's only so much space, I guess, or whatever. So yeah, the ad revenue just goes up like double. So if you ever see a lot of big things coming out in this winter time, well, like the New Year/December time, that's pretty much why, because the ad revenue is probably like almost double. And by the way, in January, it's like almost half. So not half of what we're currently getting, half of the normal thing. So that's probably why you might see a bunch of YouTubers just take January off. I mean, it makes sense, to be fair. If you can just make the content in January and then upload it in February and get more ad revenue, you may as well, I guess. But yeah, so I got kind of fucked in the ass. In terms of losses, I probably just missed out on making like 1 point something K, maybe 2K total probably, which is quite a damn bit. But I guess I'm happy I got it back either way. But that is the full story of why I was demonetized. I didn't do anything wrong. I just was lazy and didn't file my my tax stuff. Not tax stuff, it's just like questions you have to like confirm with. And obviously I'm not like a tax guy. Like I have a guy for that normally. I should have probably contacted him because I had to file like a sheet or something like that where you could just like type out your stuff. And I wasn't even sure. Like I had to look up all what these questions were. Like, what is your this number? What is this number? I'm like, what the fuck is this, bro? So I had to just like kind of Google that and stuff like that. And yeah, I figured it all out. So now we're good. Everything is good, and hopefully everything's set up. I think now they like withhold like 30% tax or some shit though, or something like that. I'm not even sure what that's for. Is that like whenever I confirm my pay taxes, do I get that money? It's like in holding I have no idea, bro. I don't really care. Ad revenue these days doesn't even make like crazy amount compared to sponsors. So, I mean, obviously it's just kind of like whatever. But give a big ass shout out to pretty much anyone that watches RuneScape YouTubers. Y'all seem to be completely cool with YouTubers that like make at least RuneScape videos. Well, it's a very like general thing. It happens a lot in most like YouTube videos these days, but when it seems like the RuneScape community, normally they get very angry at like promotion stuff. But these days it looks like it's very accepting. I guess because I guess technically if everyone just does it, then either you just stop watching all RuneScape YouTubers or you just skip 2 minutes of the video, which I guess is what most people have resulted into. So shout out to you guys for not getting pissed off at YouTubers making extra money, because obviously ad revenue sometimes is questionable. It's still one of those weird things where it's just random. It's one of, like, how is the 2022 almost, where like you just don't know how much a video is going to make when you upload it based off how many views it gets. It's either it's going to be great ads per 1,000 views or horrible. It's very weird that you can just make your living off not even knowing what the fuck you're going to get paid. That's fucking great. At least with like sponsorships, you're just confirmed you get a fixed rate of money, and then whatever ad revenue happens is what happens. So yeah, shout out to you guys, I guess, for being cool with everyone doing it, because I mean I've seen many do it, and it's I guess cool. I mean, I even started adding like, you know, timestamps. Hopefully no advertisers are watching. I added like chapters to videos these days, you know, just to let you know what's going on in the video. You know, here we're doing this, here we're doing this. And I know that helps you guys out a lot too. You guys love chapters on YouTube, right? I hope you do. If you do like chapters on YouTube, comment below the word chapter. Okay, that'd be great. Thank you so much. And then also like the video while you're down there. Okay, thank you. Did not expect to spend like 30 minutes probably just talking about what the hell happened to YouTube and like MCNs. But all right, so next discussion is probably going to be, oh boy, I guess okay, all right. So the thing I was talking about earlier was something, I don't know the full story of it, but something happened with Streamlabs and OBS. Streamlabs like asked OBS for some type of permission to do something. They didn't give them permission, and they just went ahead and did it anyways, I believe. But Streamlabs made like this OBS, like, what even is it called, bro? Let me just Google Streamlabs OBS. They did a Streamlabs OBS free. We should mention up front that both Streamlabs OBS and OBS Studio are free to use. All right, it's called Slobs. That was the nickname for it, Slobs. So like OBS, but the SL in front stands for the other thing. Let me try to research what the fuck it was. But yeah, basically, they just like partnered with OBS without OBS's permission, and they like made money off of it or some shit, I would imagine. And OBS is like our best friend in terms of streamers. OBS is free, and like every streamer you probably watch uses it. So it was like one of those innocent companies that just really like don't even make much money probably in terms of like what they could be making. It just kind of got like fucked. And so here's like a small thing. I guess it was like plagiarizing from what I'm imagining. Now, is Slobs like a streaming? Is it like OBS, but it's connected to Streamlabs, I guess? Something like that. So Streamlabs tweeted out, we're taking immediate action to remove OBS from our name. Streamlabs OBS is built on top of the OBS open source platform. Streamlabs OBS is also an open source, and our code is publicly available. We take responsibility for our actions and will support the community. So how many comments is on this is what I'm wondering, dude. How many comments does this thing have? How many quote tweets? Holy crap. All right, so 4,000 quote retweets. I'm assuming, yeah, so here's just a bunch of memes that just fucking did very well. We apologize. So, yeah, pretty much they just plagiarized with no permission. I'm not exactly sure what was plagiarized. I'm assuming it was just like another streaming software that is technically OBS, but has like a Streamlabs like overlay on top of it or some shit. But Streamlabs got like a lot of hate. Technically, it's a thing where you can use it. You guys have seen it on Twitch. It's like alerts and stuff. It has like it holds like your donation stuff, and they take a cut of the donation. So it's just like this, you know, it's not even free technically. It is free, you don't pay for it, but they take a cut from your donations, obviously, I believe. So they make a bit of money off whatever you make. So yeah, I don't know the full story, but if it was easy to switch over from Streamlabs to something else, I probably would. It's just I don't have all my alerts saved anymore, I don't think, because once you save them on the platform, They're kind of just there. I don't know if you can like re-download them so you can keep them and use them later on. I just did a really good YouTuber job right there. So I don't know much about this story, but someone listening knows a lot about it. So what they're going to do now is give me a full description of what happened, which will up my comments in my YouTube section, which will up the potential that it goes more public, I guess, or more like recommended. So if you know the full story, let me know. But as far as I know, plagiarizing, something, not good, bad company, ruined their name probably, and stupid. Ever since I started like streaming, it's not that much fun to stream skilling every single day. I don't know, technically right now the group account is doing that. But I mean, I'll probably kind of stop doing that soon enough. I think I'm going to play the group account even a little bit less efficiently over time. I'm possibly going to fish infernal eels on my group account because we're like quite badly in rank 1 in terms of our group like 4-man title thing. I don't really care about being the first group to max or the first hardcore group even, but I think we would likely be the first hardcore group because it really is a long commitment that you have to make to max, especially like a bunch of people. If it's just one person maxing, that's definitely doable, but like making sure 4 people in one group max, unless there's account sharing going on, which for sure I think there is. Not like our competitors, but I'm sure there's groups out there that maybe they're not even playing competitively, but okay, let's do this. You guys can admit it in the chats, in the comments, all right? If you are currently in a group and you share like one account with the group just because whoever is on wants to go do something on it, or if it's someone's account but they don't play much, and since they're not online, maybe you'll go use it. I don't even think it's a bad thing, to be honest. It's obviously not great for competing. That would be technically not allowed to do. But if you have one of your teammates that don't play much anymore, hey bro, log on his account, do like some crambuan fishing, give yourself the crambuans, get crazy cooking XP per hour, and then get yourself some food. So like it's not even a bad thing, but obviously for competing it's a little bit of a different story because that would mean that when Alfie goes to bed, I can play on his account, and when I go to bed, he can play on mine. We're not doing that obviously, but the fact that it can so easily happen is kind of monka. And from what I've heard, there is a group out there that is maybe a duo group, and there's a potential chance that they're actually brothers IRL, and they might just be like hopping on each other's accounts, which is funny because there's no actual way to prove that because they're both from the same IP. So that's fucking even better, dude. If that information makes you mad, contact Devious because he told me that, not me. All right, there we go. Now nobody can hate me just in case that was a false accusation. Nope, perfect. I was told that from Devious. He was probably told that from Zulu, though. So go and contact Zulu, which might have been told that from Alfie. So go to Alfie's stream and ask him what the fuck he's talking about. Right, so the hardcore, let's take a look at the hell the hardcore's been up to the past little while. Okay, here's the account. 8 mil weekly. How the fuck did I even do that, honestly? I guess a little bit of Slayer and stuff. Yeah, the hardcore Ironman. I am still ranked 2 EHP for hardcore. That is, you know what's weird? Even though like I like never stream this account, I never really do anything on YouTube with it, and it's still kind of up there at rank freaking 2 EHP, rank 3 overall. I am way far away from 5th, but the rest, I mean the rest will catch me, to be honest, because I play so goddamn inefficiently. I play a good amount of hours, but very inefficiently. I do wonder sometimes if I'd play more efficiently if I just played one account only. I think I definitely would, but it's just when I see like rune crafting, you can do blood runes or you can do ZMI and get way better XP per hour. But blood rune means you can play a different account. ZMI means you can't play a different account unless the other account's very AFK. So when I look at something like that, I just think blood runes, bro. Like, why would I do ZMI? It's a waste of time. Like my UIM is 92 rune crafting, or sorry, 93. I did all that while playing my group account. So like I wouldn't have been able to do that if it was ZMIing, you know what I mean? So my group wouldn't have these stats if I was doing ZMI over blood runes. So for me, when it comes to like multitasking and things like that, it just makes me, I guess, kind of lazy. I don't even like 3 ticking or 2 ticking or 1.5 ticking, whatever. Mostly because honestly my hands just aren't that great. Like I physically just can't do this shit because it's, oh, that felt good. I don't know if my hands cramp up or not, but it just, there was a time, like I think like a month ago, because I was playing so much, my hands, like I wasn't even good at cleaning herbs. I was like skipping a herb every other herb, so I was like, what the fuck is going on? So arthritis, most likely. I don't know if arthritis is fuck, what's the word, bro? Genetic. But it does kind of run in my family by the looks of it. I know my grandma has it, my mom has it, like pretty severely. I don't know if that means the male would have it like me, but my grandpa probably does have it. I don't know much about my uncles. I haven't really asked them, fathers and all that stuff. So I don't really know much about that. But as far as I can tell, there's definitely something probably going on. My mom has like, I almost want to say severe arthritis. When she puts her hands down on like a table, how do you describe it? Like, if you take your finger right now and you like kind of like pinch your nail and you kind of like bend that part of the finger, that little tip right there, my mom's like, I don't know how to explain it. It just kind of like curves downward, almost like, I don't know how to explain it, bro, but it's pretty bad. If you pay me $1,000, I'll take a picture of my mom's hands and show you guys. Okay, so donate $1,000 and I got you. But it's like pretty fucking bad, honestly. You can tell there's something going on with those hands. So hopefully I don't have it to that extent, but definitely not the greatest. And doing things like that, abusing ticks and whatnot, would be probably just horrible for the hands. And on top of that, it would make it so I can't really play my other accounts. So I've taken the lazy route and the more relaxing route, I guess. And just the I think playing multiple accounts is extra clicks like crazy too. I think RuneLite actually has a click that. Let me just try to see if I can find it. Click. Mouse click counter. Here it is. If you guys want to download it, I think it's in the plugin hub or something like that. But it shows how many you, let me check. Can I check how many this account's currently done? I don't know if I can. Where's the number at? I can't really see it. Huh. I know it works on my other accounts, but this account maybe not. Hide overlay, maybe show all clicks. Oh, there it is. Is that for the whole account? Is that 1,682,000? Yeah. So this account's, oh shit, you guys can't actually see that. Here it is. 1,682,000 clicks. Let's check my UIM. Hold on, this is interesting. I think it's in the plugin hub if you want to download it, by the way. Where is the click thing? Mouse clicker, yes. Don't hide it. Okay, my UIM is at 1.7 million. Huh. Interesting. So while like I've clicked on this account 1.7 million times, I've also clicked on my UIM 1.7 mil times. Now let me check my hardcore Ironman. Hold on. I added these all around the same day, by the way, so it's not like, oh my, wait, hold on, click. Mouse click counter, yes. Show. Oh my god, my UIM, or sorry, this has to be glitched. They're all very close to each other. This one's 1.68 million. They're all very close, it seems like. I'm wondering if maybe it just doesn't connect accounts accordingly, or maybe once I restarted. I think once I restarted the client, it kind of messed it up. I don't really know, honestly, but okay, interesting. But yeah, as I was getting to, I'm not really too sure what the future holds for the hardcore. I mean, it's not really an account I use for content like at all, because it's just always skilling. I could go and become more of a skilling streamer, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't like hate it. It's just that obviously it does affect your view count. It does affect just obviously your income from that, which isn't like the biggest deal. But obviously it also will affect content on YouTube. If you want to look at it this way, there's not that many like YouTubers that can make content out of an account just going for XP. So that's why you don't really see too many streamers or YouTubers with high XP, because it's just... It's a loss of money, pretty much, is what I'm saying. Is you spend time on an account, many hours, just to get like no clips, because what are you going to record? 38 mil mining, then 39 mil mining? I mean, there's not much you can do there. So I guess with the generation of how YouTube's going to be working for most people these days is, yeah, there's really not going to be too many like high level accounts. It's just going to be remake accounts, because whatever kind of content you can kind of do, you stretch it out for as long as you can as a YouTuber, and then you upload it, and then you move on to something new, instead of completing like the full, account. In terms of that, I guess I mean like maxing it, or maybe going for everything that you possibly could go for, because that's just kind of a waste of time really for any like YouTuber or streamer. So it's pretty rare that you see it, to be honest. But for my hardcore, it just has been AFKing for the past like 4 years, I want to say almost. It just... Every stream you can tune in, it's like either woodcutting redwoods, or it's fishing cram ones, or fishing infernal eels even. It hasn't done any rune crafting yet on stream, but I'm sure at some point I'll start doing that once I am done rune crafting on my UIM account, at least, because I don't want to do rune crafting at the same time on 2 different accounts. It just feels a little bit awkward for me because it doesn't, the sounds and stuff, it'll be like, which account did that? So I never train the same skill at the same time on 2 different accounts, unless maybe it's like Nightmare Zone or something, I guess, because that's like very easy. Yeah, ideally on the hardcore, I'd want to finish Slayer, maybe finish a few more skills. It's actually very close to many 200 mils. Let me try to pull up the high scores here. Display capture. So here's where the current stats are on the account. I'm pretty close to attack and strength. Range has been 10 mil off for the past like year, I feel like. I stopped doing NMZ because I'm doing NMZ, or sorry, I'm doing phone AFK on my group account right now because it feels like it's kind of more important. But really, I should just go on my hardcore and finish a range so I don't lose more ranks or something. Magic is 150 almost. That's pretty close. Wood cutting and cooking are really not that far. It's like fucking so many close stats. And then if we go all the way down here, Slayer's close and farming. Farming's been close for quite a while. I don't even do like farm runs anymore because when I'm playing my other account, I just can't be asked to like go do a farm or a herb run. So yeah, it's just, I really slacked on my herb runs the past like 2 years, I want to say. I think I would have been first to 200 mil herb lore on any Ironman account, but the past like 3 years, I've just like barely done any herb runs at all. So, the rank was completely lost because I did like, in terms of most Ironman accounts, I think I've done the most Necreals in the Slayer Tower. So I would have had like the most amount of seeds, obviously. And then with farming contracts stacked, I would have most likely gotten it first, but yeah, it didn't work out that way. I think right now I have like 80,000 Toadflax unfinished in my bank, and I think I have like 5,000 Toadflax seeds, so that's a fucking ton. I'm not sure what else I have in there, but there's a friggin' ton of seeds on the hardcore right now. Let me just go over here and runecraft these. You can still see that account down there, right? Okay, perfect. All right. Let me chisel these away. Like I said, I'm going to be runecrafting on the UIM until pretty much 99, I think. Most likely, at least. So, I tried doing Vorkat today on it after Dragon Slayer 2. I know that the Brath tally is like a 1 in 25 drop rate or something, but bro, it just kind of felt like impossible because the inventory is just so goddamn scuffed. So, it didn't really work out according to plan. Biggest piece of content the hardcore could obviously do is something like TOB and just go and have fun until it dies. And then I just become a typical Ironman like PVMer streamer, though, which is what I was for the past year. The past year, I've pretty much just only done PVMing on an Ironman, which like almost everyone does on Twitch. So when it comes to like it being unique, it's not unique at all. It's like what everyone's doing. So if you want to get any type of like view count, you pretty much have to do something unique these days. Because everyone has an Ironman and their mother has an Ironman or a hardcore. But then again, a lot of remake hardcores out there too, so it's all kind of the same. Obviously, if you're going to watch an Ironman on Twitch, you may as well watch a hardcore PVMing as opposed to an Ironman PVMing. So by default, the views will go there, but obviously the personality, which is what I'm completely lacking, could help you obviously in views. But yeah, we'll see what the future holds for the hardcore. I will likely keep AFKing until I just don't care about the status anymore. I don't even know if I care right now about the status, but it's one of those things where like you'd rather do a 200 mil stat as a hardcore as opposed to an Ironman, even though there's no actual difference. It's just the whole fact that once your account dies, it no longer gets XP on the hardcore Ironman high scores, even though you're still playing the account. So it's a weird feeling to describe if you haven't like done it or gone for experience. So it feels like it'd be more ideal to go for 200 mil all and then start PVMing, because then it won't matter unless a new skill comes out, which even then I really wouldn't care at that point anyways, because as long as you finish, then you've already finished. No, 200 mil all is not something I really think about, just because I'm so many hours away. I guess, I don't know, like, are we going to be here in another 4 years still doing everything the exact same? If we are, who knows what that account's going to be doing. But at some point, it's going to run out of skills that I can AFK. So unless they add new methods in the game. I know, like, mining amethyst. Is it called amethyst? Yeah. I know mining that stuff is, like, pretty AFK, but it's also, like, really shit XP. So that would be, like, last resort. So, I mean, I don't know if I'd do something like that. But, I mean, hey, if we did, we would have a lot of amethyst darts and arrows, I guess. That'd be some good fletching and crafting. But yeah, we'll see what it does from the future, from now to the future, I guess. And play it by ear, I guess. It just depends on what we do. I could start focusing on it, and I was going to say go for rank 1, but that's not possible. Right, so future content that's also coming out that we probably haven't discussed much is Next is coming out in what, like 3 weeks? Sometime in January. I really haven't kept track of the like official date pretty much, but sometime in January most likely. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing any Next, to be honest with you. It's like if I do it, it's gonna have to be obviously on the Ironman account, which I haven't logged into since Group Ironman came out. And because I guess the way my mind works, if I haven't logged in for like 2+ months, I've already lost out on so much potential progress that it feels like a waste to just go back to it right now until I'm like really motivated to play it again, I guess, or something like that. I'm not really too sure what like main. Oop, let's click on my other account. I'm not too sure which stuff I'm going to be working on much in the future. Right now, obviously, it's the UIM, it's the group account, and the Hardcore's AFK. I'm not putting fourth in there with the Ironman, so pretty much just logged out. I might log in for a few days and do Next here and there, though. I really don't know. Part of me wants to just be like, nah, bro, I'm not going to bother. I could make like a fun video maybe on it, just the whole team dying nonstop, but yeah, we'll see. And then leagues that I've never done yet. I want to do leagues one time in my life. I just want to try it. If I was to do it, it would likely be on the UIM. Ideally, I would do it on the group account, but obviously because we're in a group and we're going for max, I'm not going to do that account. If we were max on the group account right now, then I would use that account. But if I do play leagues, I will likely play on the UIM. Only thing is, I haven't even read about what's going to happen this leagues because I wasn't planning on doing it. But if I end up doing it, yeah, I have no clue. Like, what the fuck? What even is a relic, dude? Like, I've never played, so I have to probably look into things and do some research and just see what other people are doing, and then maybe take like feedback or I don't know, something like that. What do they do at Theory Craft? Something like that. Was that actually even a word, by the way? Theory crafting? Let me Google this too. Google's our best friend, bro. Did I just say breast friend? Yeah, breast friends are good. Theory. Oh my god, dude, how do you spell this? Theory crafting. Let me see if it's maybe like a Theory crafting is mathematical analysis of game mechanics, usually in video games, to discover optimal strategies and tactics. Oh shit, so it really actually is a word. I thought it was, but I didn't know if it meant exactly what I... So is this like a gamer term? Like, would our mothers know the word theory crafting? They probably wouldn't. Do you use that word at all, IRL? Like, I'm gonna redo the kitchen. Let me just theory craft. That doesn't sound right. It must be a gaming only thing, huh? Yeah, probably. I'm never using that word IRL, so who cares? But yeah, we'll see. Maybe take some feedback or something like that, or theory craft. But yeah, I'm like sort of excited, maybe just to try something new that I haven't tried yet. That was like the whole point of UIM, is try something completely new that I've never done before, and it's not fun at all. I'm gonna quit. Oh, the GE tax thing came out like a week ago as well, didn't it? That's right. So I don't know much about the GE tax, but I believe I've heard it's capped at like 500K or something, or is it 1 mil to 5 mil? Might be 5 mil, I forget. But it caps at like a certain amount of GP. So if you buy like, you know, an item worth max cash, you don't actually get like tax 1% of max cash. I don't think it's like a certain cap. Is it 5 mil cap, 10 mil cap, or like something like that? I don't really know. But I'm a big fan of they like hired people apparently to like find out like the best way to do this, which I mean honestly worked out. They kind of already had it though. The Runescape team, the Jags team, I guess. Well, I guess RuneScape team really. They kind of already had it figured out with the whole death confer thing, where Ironman can use items. I think main accounts can do it too, where you can use an item to give you the value of like the item for death coffers GP. So technically, for dying, you could use like an arcane instead of GP. So in a way, that is turning an item into GP, kind of, and then removing the GP from the game, obviously, or like an item sink, obviously. But yeah, it's interesting. So right now they're apparently going to be buying random items from the GE with the taxed money and then just removing the item from the game. That is, I hope they do it on RuneScape 3 as well, even though RuneScape 3 does have item sinks like versus our game. But I mean, I don't see the negative in it, to be honest. It seems like a pretty good, plus, well, then again, most things in that game are very expensive, so I don't really know what they would cap their stuff at or whatnot, but It seems very healthy for the game. I know the dual arena thing was removed from both games. I think Old School was discussing doing it first or something, and then obviously I think RS3 did it right after, or even before. I'm not really too sure. I don't know who had the idea first, but it's probably for both games. It might not. It might have been like legal things. I keep running way over here because I'm just freaking rune crafting, but it might have been like legal things as well. Who knows? Because I know that they had some legal issue way back in the not way back in the day, a few years ago, with the whole Squeal of Fortune thing. There was like some type of UK law or rule or something that applied to video games, I guess. I don't know much about the full story, but they did something, and I think that's why we have the 4-hour reminder login thing. Like when you've been logged in for 4 hours, it tells you like go get like some air or something. I think that was like, was that legally added? I don't think they were gonna originally add something like that until I guess they kind of had to or something. I don't really know. Probably some kind of law, who knows. And obviously the 6-hour timer is also there, so yeah. Yeah, GE tax, good. Items sync with it, very good, honestly. I'm hoping they can do it soon with the Death Coffer thing as well, maybe? What was I going to say with that? I think it connects somehow. If they aren't doing it yet, they will do it. I forget what I was going to say. There's some other idea I had that I think they'll eventually do with the whole tax thing, but I just can't think of it. Yeah, what was it? Fuck, I forget, honestly. There was something else that was connected to the GE tax I was trying to think of, but I'm too stupid to realize. Oh well, that's fine. I don't know how long I've been talking here. I just been randomly talking, so I'm gonna probably end it here. I don't really know how long these clips all will be once I add them together, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you're having good holidays. I assume by the time this is out, you're probably on your holidays or whatnot. So don't forget to like the video if you watch the entire thing, by the way. All that good stuff. And I will see you in the next video. Bank video should be coming very soon on all the accounts. By that, I mean probably not the group account, because this is like whatever. I'll just have everyone give me their items for the one video. I'll make a bank video, and then we'll give it all to Devious, and then he'll make a bank video. But I'll make the bank vid on the Hardcore Ironman, which the bank value has gone up a lot lately, which is great. On the UIM, we'll do a bag video, I guess, is what it's called. Which isn't much, because the account's like 4 months old, obviously. And then the Ironman account that we did an entire year of PVMing on. We'll compare it to the year before and see how much we made on it. So, cool. Thanks for listening. Enjoy yourselves. Hopefully I was decent background noise for you for the past hour while taking a shit, while sleeping, while playing RuneScape, and probably while masturbating, hopefully too. So take care and goodbye.